Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I'm talking about why the Green Bay Packers will win Super Bowl 57. This is the newest installment in the series I've been doing every single week, where I go over one of the major contenders for the Super Bowl this season, and I talk about some of the reasons why they are a major contender this year, and some of the things that, some of the changes they made in the offseason, or some of the things that happened that will make them contenders. The Green Bay Packers have been contenders ever since Aaron Rodgers was a rookie, and this year is no different. So let's get right into it. First off, we have Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. I think that one of the biggest reasons why the Green Bay Packers have serious chances to make it to the Super Bowl this year is the fact that Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon are both a year older, a year more mature, a year more into the league, especially A.J. Dillon, who's only in his third year. A.J. Dillon is a phenomenal star running back who was drafted 2 years ago by the Packers. Aaron Jones is a Pro Bowl running back who has been phenomenal for the past 4 years now. And last year was the first year that they really shared carries on the team. They both got a good number of carries. They both almost had 1,000 yards rushing. They both had over 1,000 scrimmage yards. And the combination of the two of them is lethal. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon both had 800 yards last year for a combination of 1,609 touchdowns. As well as on the receiving side of the ball, they got 8 touchdowns and they had over 700 receiving yards. I think that with the loss of Davante Adams, both of these players are going to be more relevant in the passing game, and I think that they're going to be able to increase that side of their performance on the ball. And I think that the usage of both of these players more in more dynamic ways is going to be something that the Packers do on offense this season. It's going to really confuse defending teams. There's a lot of different combinations of how you can use these two players, and they're both very strong players as well. They both have a lot of power behind them. And so I think that having the combination of both of them on the field at the same time, that both of them can run, both of them can catch balls, both of them can do anything, really, is a major impact for the Packers offense. And I think that the fact that A.J. Dillon not only has established himself as a starter for this team, but is going to continue to get a lot of carries and take some of the weight off of Aaron Jones, is going to continue to make this team a serious contender. Before we get to the most obvious part of this video, I want to talk about the Packers defense, because last year, although the Packers defense did take a step back from a couple seasons ago, it was still a top 10 defense in the league, and it was missing Jaire Alexander. If you look at the passing stat difference between last season and the season before, there was a big difference in the number of touchdowns that the opposing team scored. The Packers were one of the worst teams in the league last year, and they were one of the best teams in the league a couple of years ago. That's because of Jaire Alexander and his lockdown ability at the cornerback position. Jaire Alexander is one of the most underrated players in the league as far as the defense goes, and this Packers defense is really strong, but he's really the glue that holds a lot of the defense together. In 2020, he averaged a quarterback rating against of 67. He only allowed 2 touchdowns. He only allowed 51% completion percentage. He only had 1 interception, but he's a Jalen Ramsey type cornerback where he very quietly has his big role. And I think that in this new passing league, you really need a top cornerback at every team in order to be serious contenders. And last year, one of the reasons why the Packers weren't as serious as they're going to be this year is because of Jaire Alexander. Aaron Rodgers can figure out what to do without Davante Adams. He's been in the league long enough. He can create some new weapons, and he can make the guys that are on the team better by him. But Aaron Rodgers can't play defense. And the fact that Jaire Alexander's back to help out this defensive squad that lost a couple players in the offseason is a big thing. The Packers defense is one of the better defenses in the league. Matt LaFleur has done a great job with it, and I'm excited to see where this defense goes with this season coming out. Now, I also want to talk quite extensively about Aaron Rodgers in this video. Aaron Rodgers has had some of the most prolific 3 years in quarterback history in the NFL for the regular season. It hasn't always translated to playoff wins, but the regular season from Aaron Rodgers over the last 3 years has been stellar. And I think that this season is one of the years that he can really convert that into playoff success. Again, because if the defense improves, that'll obviously improve their chances for playoff success. And I think that he's getting towards the end of his career, and a lot of guys towards the end of their career that are Hall of Famers such as Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, they find a way toward the end of their career to make something happen. Allen Lazard, Sammy Watkins, and Randall Cobb are not the best wide receivers in the league, but they're very strong, solid wide receivers. Especially Randall Cobb, who's been there for a very long time. Allen Lazard had a great season last year, and Sammy Watkins has been in and out of phenomenal quarterbacks his whole career. He has a lot of experience on the offensive side of the football, and I think that Aaron Rodgers can definitely do a lot with those three wide receivers, along with Robert Tonyan. Looking at the last few years, no quarterback has been as good as Aaron Rodgers. Aaron's played 48 games, Tom Brady's played 49 games, and Patrick Mahomes has played 46 games. Aaron has the least amount of total yards between the three of them, but he's also thrown the ball by far the least amount of times. His yards per attempt is the second highest behind Mahomes, but his yards per completion is also second highest behind Mahomes. Passer rating is 6 higher than Mahomes, or 5.5, and 12 higher than Brady, who's been the second best quarterback 2 of the last 3 seasons. He's also 39-9, which is the best record of these three. Mahomes is 37-9, and Brady is 36-13. All three of them have had 3 phenomenal seasons, but you can see the points in which Aaron has had a better couple of years. 111 touchdowns to only 13 interceptions. That's considerably better than Mahomes' 101-24 or Brady's 107-32. He's scoring more on less plays at quarterback position. And Brady and Mahomes are both averaging about 5,000 yards a game, but Rodgers is finding more efficient ways to score instead of just getting a whole bunch of yards and kicking field goals. Obviously, Brady and Mahomes are also scoring touchdowns, but the Packers are scoring touchdowns much more efficiently, similar to what I was talking about Joe Burrow and passing efficiency. Aaron Rodgers has been leading in passing efficiency for a very long time now. This season coming up, I think it's going to be no different. I think that him and the Packers are going to be one of the most efficient offenses in the league with the new wide receivers that they have and the new offensive schemes that they have with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. I mean, just look at those calves. That guy's a beast. Anyways, a lot of people are critical of Aaron Rodgers because he hasn't been able to have playoff success over the last couple of seasons, even though the team has gone 13-3 over the last few years. There's been a lot of coaching decisions that I think have gone incorrectly for Rodgers, and there's been a lot of things that have hurt the team's ability to perform. And I think that this season, with the new contract, with the new expectations, and without Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers is going to take a lot of responsibility upon himself, and he's going to really have a phenomenal year. So that's why I think the Green Bay Packers will win Super Bowl 57. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Comment your thoughts, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.